How's it going, guys? Welcome to this week's episode of The Link, brought to you by expforall.net. I'm Blake, and I am thrilled to be back once again, bringing you guys basically weekly updates regarding some of the latest video game industry news that we have covered over on our website, expforall.net, throughout the past week or so. Yes, normally I do these on Fridays, however, this one is going to be up on Sunday for obvious reasons. I've got a brand new recording set up behind me. Hopefully I'll be working with this a little bit more in the coming weeks to kind of iron out, make it a little more, I don't know, fancy if I can. But anyway, I'm excited to get into some news today, so let's get started. So if you're an avid skateboarder or just a plain regular skateboarding fan, you might want to head on over to the Xbox One store, as Microsoft has recently released a nice treat for the skateboarding fan base this week. Earlier this week, Microsoft has finally brought back the fan-favorite Xbox 360 title, which breathes the essence of skateboarding. That's right, we're talking about Skate 3, y'all. After very high demand, the title has arrived on the Xbox One via the Backwards Compatibility program, and it's available for all owners of the game to play. Now, Skate 3 can either be installed to the hard drive via popping in the original Xbox 360 disc, if you're one of those people who still own it for some reason, or it also can be installed via purchasing and downloading the game from the Xbox One store. Now, Skate 3 was actually one of my first ever Xbox 360 titles. As a matter of fact, it's one of my first ever next-gen titles of last generation, and I loved it. I didn't like it as much as I loved, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, or like even some of the snowboarding games like SSX, but it was a really fun game nonetheless, and if you're one of the original players of that game, I would highly suggest purchasing it, just picking up just for nostalgia's sake. It's a really good game, really fun, and it's really nice to see that Microsoft is, continuing to listen to their fans when it comes to what games people really want to have added to the Xbox One backwards compatibility program. Hopefully that continues, because there's a lot of sweet Xbox 360 titles out there. So yeah, Microsoft, you're learning. If you're listening, keep it up. If for some reason you still haven't hopped on the Overwatch hype train, next week just might be your week to do so. Blizzard Entertainment has announced that Overwatch has returned once again to claim the time and lives of many new souls. Okay, maybe they didn't say exactly that, but the game will be receiving a free-to-play weekend next week. The free-to-play weekend is scheduled to take place from November 18th through the 21st, and if you're not too busy playing Pokemon Sun or Moon, this will probably be the best opportunity to get a taste for Overwatch if you've been on the fence about purchasing it. Now, the free-to-play period will feature all characters and maps, with all earned data eligible to be carried over to the full version of the game if you decide to purchase it afterwards. The free-to-play period will be available on all platforms, and if you guys don't know, Overwatch is available on Xbox One, PS4, and of course PC. Overwatch is probably the largest title, in my opinion, like the most popular thing that ever happened since League of Legends. It's a fun game, don't get me wrong. I personally haven't really played it all that much, haven't really been playing it a lot. I let my brother use my account. But if you're a fan of really fast-paced shooter games, arena style in a way, if you're a fan of TF2, if you're a fan of Battleborn or Paladin, for some reason, those are all just Overwatch knockoffs in my opinion. If you're a fan of any of those games, I would highly recommend checking out Overwatch. You will love it, and this free-to-play weekend is probably the best opportunity for you to get your hands on the game without having to purchase it, obviously. Now, if you're a fan of the Bravely Default franchise, you'll probably be happy to know that Square Enix is continuing development on a new title within the franchise. This week, Square Enix has recently announced some official details surrounding the new Bravely Default title that has been in the works. The company has confirmed the title of the new game to be called Bravely Default Fairies Effect, and has been confirmed to be an iOS and Android exclusive. While we've seen the previous Bravely Default titles released outside of Japan, Fairies Effect is currently only planned for a Japanese release. Now, if some of you guys were surprised by Bravely Default arriving, or Fairies Effect rather, arriving on iOS and Android exclusively, there was another Bravely Default title, I believe, which is currently out on mobile only. It's not really a full-fledged RPG Bravely Default game. As you know, when companies do these sort of mobile releases, they're kind of mini games of sorts. But in a way, they kind of still hold the essence of the main games that are released on consoles. But No word has been said as of yet as to if this fairies effect is going to kind of continue that mini game-ish path, or if this is going to be a full-fledged like Bravely Default game just on mobile. I guess we'll have to wait and see, but nonetheless, it's really nice to see that they're continuing the Bravely Default franchise. I actually haven't been able to play any of them, but I know the game is like extremely popular now. So, and I love Square Enix's RPGs, so I'm definitely going to have to get on that when I get a chance. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this week's episode of The Link, brought to you by expforall.net. One more thing I want to mention before I head out for the day is that we're currently running a contest over on our website at expforall.net. If you are in the Twin Cities in Minnesota, there is a convention kicking off next weekend, actually. So if you're not too busy playing Pokemon or the Overwatch free-to-play weekend, you might want to sign up for this contest. The convention is called Gamers Rats FreeCon 3. And basically it's a convention celebrating video game culture, so pretty much everything gaming related that you're going to want to see is going to be there. You'll have a chance to meet new people, play games, just hang out, listen to gaming music, all that other kind of cool stuff. And basically we're giving away one free pass to the convention. All you got to do is head on over to the main article, the main contest article that we posted, and post a comment down below basically telling us your most anticipated title of 2016. Even if that title has already been dropped or been announced or whatever, go ahead and just post it down and you'll be entered in the contest automatically. But yeah, that's all I wanted to mention to you guys today. If you guys enjoyed the video, obviously drop a like, drop a sub, drop a comment, all that good stuff, and we will see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.
I'll never